Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dreadx Collection. We're going to hop right back into it. We're going to try and beat these as fast as possible while enjoying them. Welcome to Charlotte's Exile. Charlotte has gone missing. The last hope of her embrace lies with an old note written in an ancient language. It seems like it's going to be like a presentable Liberty. I don't know if I played that on the channel like ever, but it's a really good game. I have no idea what to expect, but given that that's the thumbnail, the journal, I don't know. We got a comic page to look at.
Opening the door, the speed all became overwhelming, but I was somehow okay with it. It was like taking a bite of cake that's just too sweet, but you keep eating it anyways. The inside? Well, it wasn't a gas station at all. It was filled wall to wall with paintings. There didn't seem to be any consistency in the styles other than that they were all off. Not surreal or even Dadaistic randomness. It wasn't uncanny or frightening, and yet it was deeply unsettling. But it wasn't trying to be. It just was.
Alrighty. Let's go. Thanks. There's a thanks. By John. I can't pronounce that or else I'm gonna butcher
My
it.
beloved Charlotte, the woman that had become as much a part of me as I was of myself. She had always been ravenous in studying the ancient texts left of the Eldritch gods. I didn't understand what she told me about her studies, but I supported her as best I could.
There's 5 pages of this?
Then, one day, she began to talk of such things as saving our realm from the incoming evil and being infested by an approaching darkness. I woke the next morning and she was gone. A note left to me only contained the words, "I have been banished to the ancient realm. It is for the best." Distraught and searching for anything I could do to bring her back, I sought the help of a miser high in the mountains. He showed me but one hope, a torn scrap of ancient text describing the process of recapturing the essence of a loved one from the dark pits of that shadowy place. Torn and ragged, it was written in an eldritch language long forgotten by our culture, known only to those who had contact with the eldritch gods themselves. I snatched the scrap from the old man and brought it to the great library. I thought I could use the texts written there to decode the alphabet of the ancient language, so I could know the secrets written on the scrap of paper and bring her back to me. In the library, then, is where my story begins.
That's interesting. Oh, it's a point and click. Okay. I like the sound of that. Okay, what in the world? Oops. Pile to study. There's a bunch of puzzles and a timer. This is interesting. Okay. Compiled for the study and the protection against the ancient terrors. Add. Laid by the Old English scribes, adding "aha" in the middle of the scribe text. It's a close look at it. What does that mean? Yeah. What is that? You see that, right? That wasn't there before. Yeah, it should be 3, 4. Oh, what? Wrong one. Okay, so I did that. Hi, how are you? What do I do about you? I mean, I'm looking at you and nothing's happening. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm gonna stare at you. How has your day been? I see you. He's gone.
I think he took something.
Took what and why? I'm not sure at all what I'm doing. I'm not sure what the main goal of what I'm supposed to do. It's my main goal is to translate everything, but that's kind of hard to do when both one of my clues is missing, and I'm not sure what this clock means. I don't even know how like to decode this in the first place. Like, it's supposed to be 30 to 40 minutes. Like, if you're taking it slow, and I don't even know what I'm doing, because I feel like all of the stuff is just red herring, and there's so much stuff to read that it's like, I don't know. What? Okay, what? Like, there's a note in the box, but I don't have the box anymore. I don't know how to get the box back, but there's apparently a note in that. What? I'm just gonna... What? Oh, it's the... Resummoning a loved one from the ancient realm. Begin with the middle four. Press top two corners, then press those right beneath. Mark the lowest row. Save the rightmost, which would be last press. Now this is just like. Yeah. It's I hate this. I hate this so much. Like. Because, like, I can't even, like, really... Like, because I get the whole alphabet and, like, the whole concept of this new language, but I'm not with it. I'm not a fan of searching and digging through that to find 27 letters to then solve this hint and then get the box... Because what I read is that the box is stolen, and that's how you get the good ending. But I'm gonna guess it's in his code as much as this, which is just so crazy. He like literally starts out doing that, right? He does this. Okay, what in the world? Okay. And then it's... What did I get from that?
The ritual was completed, but something was wrong. Charlotte appeared in front of me, but I saw so clearly that she was not who I remembered her to be. There was a beast inside her, something horrible, dark. Nyarlathotep had taken form in my love, and I had unleashed it back into the world. With a cry of horror, I hid my face, but it was no use. Nyarlathotep enveloped me, using my soul to fill the gap that was left in the ancient realm. There was nothing to stop Nyarlathotep from destroying our realm. Darkness enshrouded the human world. I had brought about the new reign of the ancient gods.
Why? What do you do? Oh, wow, what?
Charlotte, the woman I love. She stood before me exactly as I remembered her. No longer did she have a beast inside her. The ancient split had given her back. I grabbed her hand and led her outside the library. We stood together in the moonlight. No words were shared with each other, but no words were needed. All was right.
Okay, I want to talk for a little bit about this game and why I'm not a fan of it. Charlotte is safe. I I'm not a fan of let's go Easter egg, or I'm gonna call it Easter egg hunting, where you're literally looking through a bunch of stuff to find a bunch of information that you need to find. Like that's not. And I'm not really sure how that was scary. Besides the jump scare at the end of the bad ending, like. It's a cool concept, don't get me wrong. I like the idea that it's a cool concept. But I just couldn't get into it, dude. Like, I just couldn't. Like, it... Like, I don't want to flip through a book and read stuff. In order to find... And then translate a language, an ancient language. And then... use that little riddle to find the answer to the bad ending. Oh, but if I'm not quick enough, the guy will steal the box I need in order to get the good ending. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And there was no option to tell me that I could hold spacebar to look up. So, I'm not. I don't know. I don't like that one. That one's not interesting to me at all. It didn't even really have atmosphere. It didn't have anything in a horror game. I'm sorry to say, but it didn't fit the bill for any of what I wanted, and I'm sad that's a video. Because all I know that's going to happen is I'm going to cut out everything, right? Except the part where I get the endings and call it that, because nothing interesting. It's not... It's not interesting. Me having to read through everything. Alright, whatever.
Man, I am so happy to see this works. You know, this is actually the first time we've gotten to try this out on a live subject. God, if we'd only gotten the green light sooner, you know how many lives we could have saved. Oh, no point living in the past. And no, that part wasn't a kick. You're at the point now where the virus should be able to spread to your personal narrative. So best start rebuilding that before you start questioning your purpose. That only leads to, well, failed relationships and bad screenplays.
Well, we're almost through it now. We only have 2 more games to go. This should be interesting. That last one was like, dude, look through a book, find clues to answer the thingy, and then you put in, you tap on the thing. And you have to get the pattern. If you don't get the pattern right, you don't get the ending. Screw you. And then if you screwed up once, screw you. Like, I don't know. Half of that's probably my fault because I looked at a guide that actually didn't have the answers to it. Even though it said it did. Such a helpful guide. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that one very much. I wasn't a fan of that at all. The thumbnail. Be advised, the thumbnail is going to be just a book. I would. But anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed whatever that mess was, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.